up? It's your girl Axivs_Nokape. Listen, welcome to Game Changes is the name of the show. And remember, I did tell you about Game Changes. I bring to you the finest, the upcoming, the legendary, the OGs, whatever it is, whatever category it is you want to please them within. But I'm that to sit here today on the couch. Our game changer for today in the city of Joburg is of course Kat He, right? Yes, I'm on the right track. Kat He, Alfa Kat. Great to have you on the couch.
Thank you so much for having
Welcome
me.
to Game Changers. You are a game changer for the day. How do you
I'm
feel?
glad to be on Game Changers. It's my first time
Oh yeah?
being a game changer.
What
Officially.
do you mean? What do you mean? So
No,
what do you mean?
officially, yeah. No.
All right, now let's get into it. I want you to be comfortable. I want us to have a chat. As if we're putting in my G. That's what take me as one of your boys, but the cutest one in the squad.
The cutest one in the squad. Yeah.
the cutest one in the squad. Okay, now take me back to how it all began, man. Because I saw about somewhere on the socials. It started since you were 4 years. You say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, so I've always wanted to do music. I started singing and performing at home, Ganana, in Klerksdorp, when I was growing up, and then when we moved to Mafikeng, I took it seriously, and I've been basically growing in the arts. I'm a product of Mabana
Okay.
Art Center. We had used to have expressions back in the days, which was a platform for people to perform. I started off as a backup dancer, funny enough,
Okay.
and then went on to go and study. So when I was in Joburg, I got here in Joburg via academics, and then I was able to catapult that in towards my music career because I was studying entrepreneurship,
Okay.
and then I managed to put that into the business of music.
All right. So now,
Yeah.
the rents or maybe the family, they see you on TV. Was that never a problem? How did they react towards that? Because now you think, our parents are not informed, so to say, about artistry and all of that. So yeah, the rents.
I think if anything, on my side, my family is very inclined, with me because I'm very open and involving, meaning that like I'm able to conversate with my dad.
Yeah.
I'm not. My dad is in Pretoria. My mom is in Mafikeng.
Okay.
So when I'm in Pretoria, my dad supports. We put posters out together.
Oh man.
We sell CDs in the streets together.
Oh man.
When I'm in Maftown, my mom used to facilitate me and my dance crew in the
Yeah.
garage, and the whole thing. So basically, it's basically been a support structure from get go. I haven't come across that situation.
Yeah.
They're not the dopest, coolest parents, but they are the
Inclined.
woke, the woke in a nutshell.
All right. So now, we talk about today's industry. The new wave. It's growing by the day. We'll still get to we'll still get to that. We talk about the new wave. How do you feel like? Do you think that the new wave is coming alright? Like, are we getting there musically wise? Everything wise, just presentation wise.
I think the biggest question should be asked is what is the new wave?
Okay. What is the new wave?
Yeah, that should be the biggest question. If the new wave is referring to South African hip hop that is of a new generation,
Yeah.
then it's very evident to say that it means that the new wave will never stop becoming a new wave because what was the new wave last year is the old wave, isn't it?
So, literally.
So I think, if anything, a new age is probably the right definition. That's what we used to call ourselves
Yeah.
as a crew, a new age,
New
steez, because a new age means a new era.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sound of the new age steez, or the sound that we were propelling to the front, was basically a sound that has to embody South Africanism at
Yeah.
all costs, or by all means necessary, or by any means necessary. The first thing you'll hear is that the sound is South African. The second thing you'll hear, it's African. The third thing you'll hear, it's international quality. But it's that step, instead of it, the problem with a lot of the hip hop or other guys in South Africa, they embody a lot of international
True.
and then try and bring it down scale to us.
Yeah. And
So
then it
s-
doesn't sound so
I mean, sometimes there are hits. I mean, you have your big stars who have to realize that to make it, they have to move
Yeah.
to America.
Literally.
But for me, that would be counterproductive because why are we doing this?
Yeah.
You know, why are we even making music? Why are we here? It's because we're here to uplift and to grow
Mm-hmm.
and to basically put front our product to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So the world can embrace us and come back, okay, that is South African
Yeah.
and I want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to eat their food. I want to sleep in their hotels. I want to travel around and see all those places on those visuals.
I want to do everything
The
the
clubbing,
African way.
It's about that.
Yeah.
So we're selling it's basically marketing.
Yeah.
So what are we selling? Why sell America to Americans? You get me? They're not gonna buy it. Man. Fake Americans, like my nigga.
Yeah.
So I'm on that. That's what my revelation was. That's what I've never been wanna really America.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been about Motswako.
Home ground.
Motswako for me is where I'm from.
Yeah.
Mafikeng. Basically, our sound is Motswako.
Mm-hmm.
You have your double HPs, your Tuksingangas, your Kulichana,
Your arm. No.
other side.
Other side. Sorry.
But
my bad.
but still,
But
still, still
Yeah.
OG.
Uh-huh.
But those people that I mentioned, Momulimi, Tuksinganga, Kulichana, they for me are pioneers
Uh-huh.
in not just a genre but an ideology, a principle, a way of thinking, of saying that motswako ke go tseya kwa o tsa kwa o tlhakantsha o tswakantsha
Mm-hmm.
wa tlhaloganya
Motswako.
wa tswakantsha ga o fetsa go tlhakantsha dilo tsotlhe tseo kaofela, then you present it as a body of work or an identity in itself. So it can be anything. So this new age thing is basically motswako reincarnated.
Okay. Reincarnation. Reincarnation.
Ke
Reincarnation. Ke Motswako.
Yeah.
So yes, before we head straight into an ad break, right? I want to know. You've released a few. Okay, I checked you out on Spotify. I checked you out on iTunes. And now we get straight into somebody's calling you. Phone. How does that come about? Because I see you featuring a lot of new faces that one is really not familiar with, and I see you kind of giving, the youngings platform. How does that come about? What inspires that? Drippers forever. I tell you what, those plastic whatnots. I don't know what they call them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are dope. It was actually by a guy. I liked his message. He was saying that you must be able to see intent. He's a deep guy, Mari.
Oh, okay.
Let us not digress.
Yeah.
So Phonium, how it came about, like I've mentioned, New HDs was basically the camp that we are from. A bunch of artists who are basically a collective that said, you know what, no one is trying to do anything for us.
Yeah.
No one is trying to help us. No one is trying to, no one is trying to give us cosign or, exposure or anything. So basically we decided to do everything ourselves. And I was already on that train. So when I was busy choo-chooing by myself, I realized that people around me were like, yo, let's go. We're jumping in. And we just kept on going until a point whereby now we have a Costa Titch, who's doing amazing in South African hip-hop and is a big ironic story of a white guy who raps in Zulu or Tswana or Sotho in a country where everyone else is trying to rap in English. So I think you see the ideology here, where we're going with it. Then you have a Phantom Steez, you have a Benny Chill. These are all very new, vibrant acts. Like myself, I'm classified as a new act, even though I've been for a minute, yo.
Like at least been trust.
Yo, it's been a minute. But yeah, I'd like to identify myself with the new.
Yeah.
So these people that I'm mentioning now are basically my brothers in arms, so we work together. And then in my stable, because I do have a company, I have Banabades, which are the two girls, the duet, and then I also have a DJ who goes by the name of Tito Soul.
Okay, Tito Soul.
Tito Soul. He's the one who produced Phonium.
Okay.
He's the one who produced. We are actually dropping a new EP together.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it's just an EP to be able to introduce him.
Okay. That's dope. So still seated with Alfa Kat on the couch. I tell you what, it's amazing to see, and nowadays, when you're younging and you're coming up and You know, the OGs, man. No offense to the OGs. They just see us as if Rajala, already one hit wonder. But it's very inspiring to be seated on the couch with somebody who's been in the game and who kind of knows the rope. Actually, who knows the ropes, guys? Intellect on another level. But otherwise, listen, this is Game Changes. Remember, I am your host at @Sivs_Nokape. See you right after the air break. Toodles.
Hello guys, I am Dr. Oscar Mabele, aka Dr. O, your radio doctor, and now 2021, your TV doctor. Please join me on my new TV show called Dr. O Health Talk on FS Online. If you want me to explain any medical condition, we're going to be answering your medical questions. So don't forget to catch me, Dr. O, on FS Online channel.
From the ad break, this is of course a Game Changers, and listen, I'm your girl at @Sivs_Nokape, still chilling on the couch with today's Game Changer. He goes by the name of Alfa Kat. So we go back straight into it. Iphonium, millions of streams. We're actually on TikTok. People are going tililing, tililing, tililing. How has the reception been this far? And you know, accolade wise, what are we approaching? Double silver, double gold, double platinum?
So, currently, okay, let me break out and just give the story about how it was created, just so you can have a sense of meaning of how God is just sometimes weird. But literally, Tito Soul had sent me the beat. He had made it in 30-40 minutes. He sent me the beat. He didn't like it. I said to him, the beat is fine. Press the beat on. We spent about an hour going around trying to come up with ideas. As we're about to literally break out and be like, you know what, it's fine, we'll come back.
Yeah.
And then Phantom, the guy I also mentioned earlier on,
Oh, yeah?
he was supposed to leave. So as he's about to leave, he's like, Agensphonium, Epiphonium. While the beat was playing, and I was like, whoa, that part.
Concept.
And then because we always do that, me and him, we always bounce off each other. So as the beat is playing and he's saying, and then we just started, and we're like, oh, okay. And then Barnabades was also there. So Miss Pammy, the girl who's on the vocal, she has a unique voice as well. And then Blue is the other one who has like a more strong, like rap type of voice. So she's just started having a squeaky like and we're like, whoa, it's a hit.
Yo.
We knew it off the bat, like from the moment it was. Before it was recorded, because it was recorded like literally one take.
Okay.
Everyone just said one, then next,
Just one
done,
take,
once, and then done.
Shoo. And then reception wise, I know even my little sisters sing about it all the time. Iphonium, tililing.
It's doing very well with the kids.
Hi.
I think there is a sense of just grace there. It's a miracle song. All credit is also due for TikTok because we did go viral.
Yes.
It's a combination of things, you know, dance, simplicity, repetitiveness, and just a vibe. I think that's the key formula in a hit song. Luckily, Phonium was my third successful joint because I had Piano, which did very well internationally.
Also on
Spotify. But like getting mad reception in Kenya over Piano. We actually went to Kenya for a show, a one-man show, because of not even Phonium, because of Piano. And then we had Yebo Malume, which had another big like breakthrough as well. And then after Yebo Malume, we had Phonium crack through. So it was like.
So
You know?
overall, it's been amazing, right?
2020 was dope. I don't know how you guys feel, but like 2020.
Okay,
Let
Rebecca,
me tell you,
the glitter bag was also the whole time.
the
Okay,
bag
fast
was
forward.
nice.
I think on a lighter note, let's just talk about fashion sense, let's just talk about what inspires the fashion sense, or do you just wake up and say, okay, these Jordans go well with this hoodie, and yes, today I'm coloring my hair pink, tomorrow green, today black, tomorrow blonde. How does that go about?
I mean, it's expression.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this is my merch.
Oh, great.
Almost there.
Okay, can we
I'm
find it
done.
online? Can I buy it? Can I
Not
purchase
yet.
it? Oh,
Not yet. It's not out. Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. So basically, with merch, I work very close in hand with my mentor in fashion, which is the owner of Amakip.
Oh, dope.
So basically, what I'm trying to do is basically, if you guys can remember and recall,
Mm-hmm.
Amakip was a brand that came in and dominated
Yeah.
off the bat, and then is one of the longest lasting,
True.
from probably what, 08, 07
Yeah.
until now,
07.
reinventing itself,
Because I remember, excuse me for interjecting, I
Yeah.
bought a fake one. I'm so sorry, downtown, but I couldn't
It was it's expensive.
It's expensive,
Yeah.
so I didn't have a choice.
So,
I'm sorry.
and again, I don't forgive you, but it's fine.
Aibo, I was
Yeah,
still
you
young.
confessed,
I was
at least.
young.
But yeah, there was another problem. So,
Yeah.
right now with my range, with them, I'm trying to basically get to a point whereby I can have a very limited and exclusive range, because I believe that in the future, some pieces will be like collectibles,
Sure.
where you don't just wear it all the time.
Yeah.
But some things, even if you do wear it all the time, it's nice to know that you're one of 10
Yeah. One
in the
or two
world,
in the world.
So that is the goal. I'm very, very inclined to. I basically started as a dancer, like I said.
Yes.
When I went to UJ, I was doing entrepreneurship, so I had to basically finance myself, and
Mhm.
also finance my
Your wardrobe.
no,
so
no,
to
no.
say.
I had to pass by doing by making money.
Sure.
So to pass, when you're doing entrepreneurship, you have to make money to pass. You get me?
I get it.
So which is I swear, go to UJ and study entrepreneurship. Stop anything else. Nothing else really matters. Go and study entrepreneurship. It's nice. You have to make money to pass. Now I started as a clothing designer when I was in Joburg.
Oh, okay.
I was making my own drip. I was making, merch. So I had gone through that, and then from the success of that, because you must understand, selling in varsity, there's 70,000 students.
Mm-hmm.
If you sell 10%, that's 7,000
That's
units.
7,000
And if you want to calculate 200 rand times 7,000,
That's a
you
lot.
know,
Like, so
you
you've been rolling in money.
no, not to
Like,
say I've
you've
been.
there
I'm not saying
rolling
that
in
I've
money.
been rolling, but I'm just trying to say, like, like there's a lot of opportunities, but then there's a lot of other people who also make probably even better merchandise or clothing than some people.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that they don't have, they don't understand niche marketing or target marketing,
Yeah.
or segments,
Mm-hmm.
market segments, and all of these other elements that have to do with basically the structure of what business really is. You need to know who you're selling to.
Sure.
So it took me all this time to kind of like learn about dancing, about fashion, about music production, because from the clothing, or from the money from the clothing, I bought the studio equipment.
Sure.
And from the studio equipment, I bought the camera equipment. From the camera, you get me.
From
Eventually,
the camera, now we're on TV. That's fine, I
you
get
see. So basically, it took a long time.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't have to take a long time for anyone else who I'm working with, because it's like a foundation has been set, and now we are good to go.
Yeah.
We do need investors. If you're a rich investor at home, game change, call me.
Okay. So you did mention earlier on Okokba you're working on an EP.
Mm-hmm.
When do you plan on releasing that? Are we halfway through that? Are we quarter
All
to
right.
dropping
So
that?
we have the first single of the EP out.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Halagasha.
Okay.
Out on all platforms. Go stream that. We're dropping again another single this Friday with Costa and other artists under his crew, which is Nelsino and Clumsy. It's called Asambin. And then on the 14th of May, we're dropping the big body of work. Yeah, 14th of May.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
called More, yeah.
Moya.
not umoya,
Oh,
moya.
moya.
So ki moya, umoya,
What is
whichever language,
Yeah,
moya,
moya.
spirit.
All right, so right before we wrap it
Dango.
up, are we missing anything? Am I leaving anything out? Because I mean, you've done so much. You're actively still doing so much. Are we leaving anything out regarding Alpha Kat?
I think maybe the misconception with me is that probably people think I'm arrogant or what, or stubborn or self-centered.
Yes.
I'm just a guy from the place here, like, ke mfana ko Mafikeng, ko magaeng, ko diplaseng da, ke
Yeah.
farmer boy, ke chama boy, ke farmer boy, you know.
Yeah.
And I just want people to understand that we need to unite and we need to get to a point whereby we contribute, and all these contributions, like even me being on the show today,
Yeah.
is a contribution, because
Sure.
at the end of the day, we need these things that we're doing to kind of like grow,
Yeah.
so that the next generation can at least have a foundation of something that black owned, black started, that is by us, for us. And it can only happen through unity. A big shout out to another person I look up to, if I can do shout outs, please. Ricky Rick. Big shout out to Ricky Rick for his ideology of a cotton fest, and his ideology of unity and bringing out newcomers, and giving out those type of platforms. I rebuke any spirit of go batla go timana ka light, akere.
Yeah.
And all of that type of mindset is not very progressive. So I'd like to encourage everyone to keep uniting and keep being African and proud South Africans, and putting motswako, amapiano, SA hip hop, new wave, whatever you're gonna call it, that is ours, to the world.
All right. For fun's sake, let's go. I give you two options. You choose one.
What? Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, a pair of Jordans. Okay.
Is that really written there?
It is written. Okay. It is
Okay.
written.
Okay.
Okay. I know my handwriting is a mess. That's why you don't see it. Okay. So, a pair of Jordans or a pair of LeBrons. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the. Okay. Okay. I just shot myself.
Chase!
I just shot myself in the foot. All right. A day out partying or a day in the studio.
I don't even drink alcohol, so a day out in the studio.
A day out in the studio. Okay. Watching television or listening to radio.
What's ready what?
Watching television or listening to radio.
Ready, ready. Do they still make that?
Okay. So
Radio,
radio, guys.
no, radio and sokulisitse for many years basandlale batho ba modimo. Ke
Alright,
kwatetse, ne ke kwatetse.
so-
But I'll choose television.
You'll choose television.
Yes, television.
Okay, so literally the world is ending, and the world is ending. Two things you can take to another planet, because we're moving to another planet. This world is ending. Two things you can take to the next planet.
My mommy, take my mom, and damn it, my mom. Mom. Does family count as the other?
You took one from the family.
Okay, one. Mom, wafethu, babang, Zimo. If I don't say something here, I might get in trouble when I get home. But for now, let's say mom
Okay.
and studio equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, you heard it from Alpha Kat, man. He was our game changer for today. I tell you what, I learned a lot. And also, Louis open the industry. Let us pave ways, okay, for the upcoming, for whoever, I guess, wants to break into the industry. But other than that, Game Changers is the name of the show. I am your girl at @Sivs_Nogaba on all social media platforms. Alpha Kat was in the house today. Who knows? Game Changers, I might be coming to you next. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.